Welcome to Appliance Advisors with Yale Appliance. I'm Francesco, joined by Dennis. How are you?
Great today, Fran. How are you?
Very good.
Great.
So last episode, we talked about auto dispensers in dishwashers. Today, we're going to stay on that similar topic, but we're going to talk about auto dispensers in washing machines for laundry.
Yep.
So take us through that, kind of what are the overall benefits and just what is that all about?
Yeah, we've talked about it, like you said, in auto dispensing dishwashers before, and meal would kind of be in the first. But here's a category that has a lot of players,
Definitely.
right? So it's been out for a while. The concept basically is one that I can kind of get my head around. I've said it a lot. Americans, more is better.
Yeah.
That's kind of like we want big. We do a lot of things. We overdo a lot of things. So when it comes to detergent, this makes it really easy. You know, if you put too much detergent in a machine, you can actually trip things like flood sensors or actually have service calls and gum up the machine, and it's not always the best for the machine. If you put too little, sometimes you'd swear, oh man, did I actually clean the cause? So the cool part of the auto dispense is much like that dishwasher one we did earlier, where it knows the exact time in the cycle to mix the detergent appropriately to make sure that you're getting that detergent contact on the clothes at all times. Additionally, it's really smart. So it's thinking for you. So if you have really an extended wash, it's going to put a little more dishwasher dirty. If you do a delicate, it's going to put a little less. So it's really playing with that. And I think it's really smart. In our house, we absolutely tend to overpour. I'm always yelling at the kids.
Yeah, no, I love it in the washing machines. And like you said, you know, it makes so much sense just from a performance standpoint and definitely just from a overall functionality, because in a washing machine, like you said, when you put too much, you know, it does a lot of things. The soap stays in the clothes, you know, it's hard to get it washed out. It gunks up the tub and all those things. So definitely makes a lot of sense in those washing machines to have that sort of feature.
So just putting my head around it again. Yeah. So you're telling me if you used a liquid detergent, it would have to be a liquid. You are pouring that whole jug or 60 ounces or 120 ounces, a whole jug's worth of detergent in there. You're hitting start and just picking your cycle. It's picking the detergent and it will alert you to tell you when to add more. Is that what you're telling me?
That's pretty much it. And certainly within different brands and models, you know, there are different size kind of detergent dispensers. So some might take 10 loads, some might take 20, some have bigger tubs. So depending on exactly kind of the model and the brands and things like that.
Some can do 60 loads.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable.
So let me ask you this. So aside from the size of the dispenser, which is, you're doing a lot of laundry easier in concept, you can still do single dispense if you want, correct? So you're not just wed to this auto dispense. So it's a feature. I think a lot of people do tend to like it. And then finally, my question to you would be, so beyond the size of the dispenser, which might be a decision, and the wash machine itself and everything else it does, has anyone else done any other spins on this auto dispense? Yeah,
so really kind of the only one I'd say that has some differentiation there would be the GE. And in their GE models, you know, in the front load models there, they have the Microban. They've kind of introduced this really across not all the washing machines, but with the models that have that feature, they've put that in the washer hoses, in the gaskets, in the dispenser, and that Microban, anywhere that it might build up any moisture or water, kind of put that there to kind of help resist the buildup of water, resist any buildup of odors and things like that. So kind of a cool spin they put on that.
Great. And how do you know if it's there? It's blue, right?
Correct, it's blue.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go. Look at your machine. Generally it's labeled, it says Microban, but kind of a cool spin. But aside from that, I'm a big supporter.
Absolutely.
I like auto dispense.
Yeah, no question. So that's going to do it for today. The next episode, we're going to talk about something right up your alley, and that's going to be where do we start in kitchen design. So I know you've got a lot of thoughts there.
We're going to have to keep this short.
So don't spill the beans now. So thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.